Hey everyone, welcome to Live with DJ Rossstar. That's right, I'm back again. Today is Tuesday, it's March 3rd, 2026, and today on the show, I'm going to talk to Tara from the group Half Past Two. If you're watching this live, we want to hear from you. If you have questions during the interview, you can post them in the chat below. I will read every question I get within the next 25 minutes. This is true. I do it every week. I will let you ask your question. And if you enjoy the show, don't forget to give me a follow. Tomorrow, I'll be back on at 5:30 Central Time with the group Friend Circle. So make sure you follow me. I'm on every week, twice a week, although days and times vary. Next week, I'm going to be back with Forever on High, all the way out in Australia. They're going to be on with me. So make sure you give me a follow. You can watch my old interviews on my IG. I've done stuff with Hit the Lights, Rematch, Sucker Punch, and a lot more. And if you want to go really old school, you can jump onto my YouTube, look up DJ Rossstar, that's 3 S's, and you'll find content I've done with Green Day, All Time Low, Pierce the Veil, and a lot more. It's now 4:30 Central Time. Let's get 2:30 on the show. Hang on. And yes, this is 100% live every week. And if you are in a band or you just really like a band and want me to interview them, all you need to do is send me a DM. I take every request seriously, and if I think it's a good fix, I'll have you on the show. Simple as that. And I've done that before. 2:30, they are now here, and we're about to go live. So here we go. Hey there.
Hi.
What a cool backdrop you have. That's awesome.
Oh, it's the signature ska now more than ever flag, the Omnicon flag. I
Of course it's backwards because Instagram is mirrored, but I can tell it's cool.
Yeah, thanks. I think if you're in the current ska community, you might own this flag. So it's not really original, but it's iconic ska backdrop.
So who made that flag?
This is like an Omnicon flag. I don't know if you ever if you've heard of Omnicon. They're like
Tell me
a
all about it. I want to know.
Okay, they're on Bad Time Records, the same as my band, Half Past Two, and they're more of like a ska-core band from the Bay Area, and really good friends of ours. And for a while, they were saying this a lot. They were saying ska now more than ever. And then because they were saying it so much, they made a flag. So I
Good
have
idea.
one. Yeah.
Do you feel like with 2:30 that you guys have a catchphrase that people are always saying at your shows?
I don't think we have a catchphrase. Even though we've been a band for a really long time, like almost, well, it's 20 years this year.
Wow, congrats.
I can't think of I can't think of a phrase that people say at Half Past Two shows. I mean, I, our band is known for the fact that like I love Diet Coke. Like I have a Diet Coke necklace on right now.
I get it.
And yeah, and,
Oh wait, can we see the necklace? I can't really see it close up.
oh yeah, it says Diet Coke. It's like a Diet Coke.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, somebody gave it to me because everyone knows how hardcore I am. Even like above here, like I have a sign way up there that says I need a Diet Coke.
Wow. Okay, so that's better than
It,
a catchphrase. Your fans know to bring you Diet Cokes to every show.
it happens all the time actually. I appreciate it. I love it when like a security guard or something comes back and they're like there are people outside with with 12 packs of Diet Coke. And I'm like, let them in. Let them in.
I
Like,
I think the only other person I know is my mom. She's a fan of Diet Coke,
you know what? Moms love a Diet Coke. I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. And I don't drink coffee. And
okay.
like, it's caffeine, you know? It wasn't like, it didn't start out as like a big thing for me. But for some reason, especially like with our band, it just, people found out that I liked it and it kind of just got momentum. People latched on. It's kind of like when like your grandma really loves giraffes
Yeah.
or you think she does. So like all of a sudden she has a lot of giraffe stuff. And if you ask her, she's like, no, actually just one time, like I had a giraffe thing, and everyone just thought I liked giraffes. So now I just own a lot of giraffes.
Well,
That's
I'm
kind
not
of
trying
how
to
Derek
make it a
is.
competition, but I will tell you that my mom does sleep every night with a Diet Coke next to her bed.
Really?
And
Like
she's been
okay.
complaining to me for like 20 years that she wakes up to use the bathroom 5 times a night. And I
You're
said, maybe that's
like,
because you
maybe
sleep
it's
with
the
a
Diet
freaking Diet
Coke.
Coke next to your bed. And she'll wake up like 5 times a night, use the bathroom, and then drink more soda and go to sleep.
I can't say that won't be me one day. Maybe your mom and I are like kindred spirits. So
So
I
are the
don't
kids?
I don't do that yet. I do have like a Diet Coke. I'm looking over at my bed. I have like a Diet Coke blanket and I have like two Diet
What?
Coke like pillows. Yeah. I tell because it's just like
That's
I
cool.
said, my family, like everybody buys me Diet Coke stuff. Or if online, if somebody sees like a Diet Coke like reel or a meme or something, they are sending it to me. So I've seen them all. I appreciate them all. So yeah.
Personal question: are your children allowed to drink Diet Coke?
My daughter drinks Diet Coke actually.
Okay.
It's not it wasn't something I encouraged. It was just something that like one time she was like wanted to try it.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, okay. Like they drink soda. So I
Sure.
was like, sure, why not? It just has no sugar. And it obviously has aspartame, but now she does like it. Like sometimes when we go to restaurants and stuff, she's like, I'll have a Diet Coke. And I'm like looking at the waitress like, don't judge me. Like I don't know what it's like I don't know what to say. I'm like, she doesn't drink it all the time, but she has tried it and she did like it. When I was her age, she's 10. When
Yeah.
I was 10, I remember being at like family parties and like wanting it. I don't
Of
know
course.
why. I liked
Yeah.
the taste, and so I don't know. I really don't. I Is it bad for you? Sure.
Everything
A
is
lot
bad for
a
you.
lot of things are bad for you, okay?
Everything's bad for you.
Yeah.
Some people even say that drinking cold water is bad for you. You should have room temperature water.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
singer, I have definitely heard that. I mean, I like cold water, but I don't like drinking it right before I sing or anything. But yeah, so you're right. They do say that.
Anyway, I guess we should talk about the band since we have
Yeah, we
limited
should talk about
time.
music maybe.
We can talk about soda all day. Are you first of all, are you still looking for a horn player for your upcoming shows? I saw your call out for that.
I mean, we are looking for a permanent horn player in general, but we have found some fill-ins for our upcoming shows, and I'm really excited. I actually just sort of locked them down today.
That's great.
Because I needed one, and then all of a sudden I needed two because my trombone player was like something came up. He's a music school teacher, and something came
Great.
up, and he was like, I can't go. So I was down two horn players, but
Uh,
um, we have a local band they're kind of new, but they are very good and they have lots of hype. They're called Chudson.
okay.
And so their horn players are gonna come on tour with us, and I'm excited about that. Noah and Nathaniel, and they're super stoked to do it too.
And that's going
So
to be like probably their first real tour, so good for them.
no, Chudson does a lot of touring. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
like what you classify as like real touring, but like they
Well, you said new band. I assumed like 2 months or something.
they no, they are new. They're I mean maybe a couple years old, but
Okay, well,
like
when you compare you to 20 years, I get it.
yeah. And I just mean also they're pretty young. So I mean they play like only house shows.
That's
Like
awesome.
I'm too old for I think we're too old to get to play house shows. I wish we could. I feel weird going to them too. So it's like I feel like I rarely get to see their band play, but yeah, so they're gonna come on tour with us. It might be a little different experience because like when you're young, you can like sleep in the van
Oh, yeah.
and it's like no big deal. You know what I mean? But now that we're a little older, we're like, no, we want to sleep in like a bed. Like we're good.
That would be nice.
That's ideal for us. We're at that point. We're like 20 years. I think we've earned sleeping in a legit bed.
So how many rooms do you have to get now when you go on tour?
Oh my gosh. Well, it kind of depends on what's going on, but like we try and get it so that everybody gets their own bed. Like
Okay.
if we get like a Verbo or Airbnb or like even a hotel, we try and everybody gets their own beds. But I feel like almost all the time cuz our drummer Savannah and I really don't care and we're cool. Like we have an alliance.
Okay.
So sometimes we're the ones that share. Like
Got it.
almost everybody will get their own bed and they'll be like, somebody has to share. And Savannah and I will be like, let's do it. We
Do you
got
have like
this.
a pillow fort in between you guys or anything like that?
No, oh my gosh, me and Savannah, we don't need that. Like both of us like don't move when we
Oh,
sleep,
okay.
and I love sharing with Savannah because we both don't move and neither of us snores. I don't know if you've ever
Wow.
been in a band with other people that snore, but like usually if there's multiple snorers, we put them all in one room together. We're like
I I've,
snoring room.
I
You all
haven't, but
go into the
I've been
snoring.
in plenty of rooms with people snoring, so I get it.
Yeah, it's like okay, the snorers all have to go in one room. And then yeah, but usually if anybody has to share, it's like me and Savannah, and we're cool with that. Like love that.
So you have
Um,
people that are going to go on this tour with you, but they're not joining the band permanently. Those are other people.
yeah, yeah, and you know what? It's actually kind of hard to find like a horn player, because in Orange County specifically, where we are, I feel like there's just not that many people wanting to be in a band. I don't know.
Interesting.
And yeah, I know we put the feelers out a lot, and the other thing too is we've been a band for so long that like a lot of our music, the material is sometimes too difficult because
Okay.
we've just spent so much like we've spent so much time like just I don't know. There's definitely times in our band because we've had different groups of horn players where like we have horn players like in the band that are our friends or whatever, and they're just like they just want to see what they can do because we've just been they're like let's try and make it complicated, but then when they leave we're like we show the music to other people and they're like I can't play that, like that's crazy, that's insane. I'm like yeah, it was funny at the time, but
So
now,
if you
now
if
nobody can play it.
the band is turning 20, you said this year, how many original members are in the group still?
Three.
Three out of what? How many did you start with? Were there six in the beginning or seven?
It was like in the very beginning of Half Past Two, I believe. I know I'm gonna get corrected by Max at some point. I don't know if he's in the chat right here now,
Yeah.
but I think there was 8 of us. We've always fluctuated between
Wow.
like six and I think at one point we did have nine. But like right now we're down to six because we have like the two horn players. Um, it really depends because like we've had like a dedicated keyboardist and then for a while now we have like a keyboardist slash guitar player, and then
Got
we've
it.
had three horns but now we only have two, you know what I'm
Got it.
saying? So
And it's okay. It still works. I mean, you can still play the songs live, like you said.
oh yeah, 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 we always make it work. But yeah, no, we've been a band for 20 years, but there's three of us that are original members and we started the band in high school, so like I mean three original members is pretty good
It
for
is good.
like a high school
And if they
group.
don't know, who are the other two original members?
Max, who plays guitar, rhythm guitar, and David, and he does like keys and lead guitar.
Did either of them ever have a moment where they came to and they almost left the band, but then you reeled them back in?
All of us have left the band at some point and come back,
Oh,
even me. Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. There was like a period of 2 years where Half Past Two had like a different singer.
Oh no.
Um yeah, it was a long time ago. It was a
Wow.
long time ago. I it was because like I was a lot younger and I live in Orange County, but a
Yeah.
lot of my friends were musicians in LA and I was like I want to go to LA and I want to make it in LA. Oh wow, it was really hard. I mean, I did do a lot of stuff in those 2 years, but I kind of ran kicking and screaming back to ska music because it's such a community. And when
Yeah.
you're in LA and you're like trying to do different styles of music and you don't know anybody, like you go to these parties and these industry things and you're like bumping shoulders with like, pretty big musicians. But if you don't know anybody, nobody wants to know you, is what I learned
This is
really
true.
fast. Yeah. So,
What did you do out
yeah.
there? Did you actually put out music in a different style?
Yeah, I didn't do anything where I was like the front person, but I was a part of a few different bands. I was a part of this really crazy concept band called like well, they had different names for each album, but like the singer, his name was Baz,
Okay.
and they put out like I was part of like two of their concept albums and the shows were like whole productions. There was
That's
this
kind of
one
fun.
called it was cool and it was fun, but I don't know how to describe it. It was very different than what I was used to doing. And then I was in kind of like a moody like indie band where I just did like backup vocals. And they actually reformed and went on to do some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It just didn't feel as good as ska did. Like
Yeah, of course.
because
It's fun.
I don't
It
know.
makes you happy.
It's fun, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it's definitely a community, and everybody's kind of like they're into the same stuff. And yeah, just in LA, it was a totally different animal, totally different beast.
I feel like it would be hard for you to go from being like the front person to backup singer. Did that bum you out?
It didn't bum me out because when I started like 2:30, I honestly never intended to be like the front person.
Here you
I
are.
was always like I was always looking for a project to be like a backup singer for because there's a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
pressure being the front person.
Well,
There
you've been
is.
doing it for 20 years minus 2 of those years, I guess.
Yeah.
So now you're
Yeah.
now you're used to it.
I'm kind of used to it. There's definitely times where I'm not used to it. We had like a moment like a week and a half ago where like one of our reels on Instagram had like a little viral moment, and
That's great.
like it was great, also wasn't great because, people online, random people come out of the woodwork that it was being pushed to a lot of like non-followers.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was people that liked ska music or
Okay.
women, in my opinion,
Oh
because people
no.
were just like ripping me up. I'm like, oh geez, like this is crazy. I wanted people to hear the song, but I didn't expect people to be so rude. But like,
Well, it's I guess you haven't been on the internet very long.
that's what I'm saying. Like I should have expected it, except that like
Or
usually
Reddit.
our stuff is only getting shown to like people that like ska music or that already follow our band, and then all of a sudden this specific like we it was a cover, like
Yeah.
this specific video and cover was just being shown to like a bunch of people that don't like know us or know ska music or whatever.
Well, I do
And who
now.
yeah, yeah, and
And the
yeah,
meme
so
comments are still haunting you.
yes, I'm a human being, you know what I mean? So,
What was
yes.
the video for? What song?
Holiday by Turnstile.
I was
We
gonna
did
say
it like
which
in,
holiday you did a bunch.
yeah, we did a lot of, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it was just a video of us doing like a song that we recorded like 2 years ago. But I was like, oh, like, Holiday's having their moment right now because they were like, did the Grammys. They
Yeah.
have a song like up like on Olympic commercials and stuff. So I was like, cool, I'll just like share this old song and us like playing it or whatever. We weren't really even playing it. We were just dancing around and being stupid.
Sure.
It was for a reel. And yeah, for some reason I posted it and thought like nothing about it. And then I came back and I was like, whoa, it's been viewed like over 70,000 times or something. And I'm
That's great.
yeah. It it
Did you
was,
get a
except I
lot
had to turn the comments off because I got nervous because
Oh
people were just
no.
like, yeah, well, people were being mean, and I was like, I don't like mean people. I felt so dumb because I'm like you said, I should know better, but
Oh
I
yeah.
felt I felt attacked. I was like, I don't like this.
I made a video. I live in Austin, Texas now, and the first month I was here last June, I moved here. I went on a. It's called the Cliff Diver. It's like an alpine slide, and it's like 30 minutes away in a town called New Braunfels. It's a German name of the town, and
That
the
sounds
video is just
fun.
me on the alpine slide, but I pronounced the name of the town a little bit wrong because I had just moved here, and I got like 500,000 views on TikTok, and the majority of comments are people tearing me apart for pronouncing the name of the town wrong. You are not a real Texan. You don't know anything about Texas.
Yeah,
Go
see,
back to California.
people love a failure. They love it.
And then
It's like when people like
they got down on my shoes. Like, look at those ugly boots. Clearly, you didn't go to a real Texas boot store. It looks like you got that on Amazon.
see, yes, that's what the comments were turning into too. I was just
Yeah,
like, okay, let's get back to the. I seriously was like, if they hate ska, if they hate the song, cool. But they were starting to pick on like me, and I'm like, wait. That's not why I'm here, okay? If you hate ska, I've heard that like for 20 years that ska sucks and like ska's not cool, and I'm used to that. But like,
I used to direct
just
comments.
yeah, I'm not used to people like just going for the jugular. I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm actually a really nice person. But yeah.
Rose Rainbow said people just hate to see other people having fun. I guess that's probably the answer.
It's probably the answer. I mean, most of us like to watch like reels of people like falling down and mispronouncing the town that they're
Names of
in.
German
So
towns that I've never heard of before, of course. Ridiculous. Speaking of towns, what a weird segue. Where are you going? I know you have some shows in March, and then you jump all the way into the summer with shows. You know exactly where you're going. You don't have to list every single day, but
I do know where we're going in March. Right here, we leave like in a little over 2 weeks. We're going on the Bad Time tour. We're on Bad Time Records, the label, and it's like a ska punk label. And they're doing a tour of with a lot of the bands from the roster, and we're doing the West Coast leg because we're like the regional band on the
that's cool.
package. Yeah, so it's like Kill Lincoln and Bad Operation and Jer. I know you had Jer on
Oh
recently.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so we're going out with them, and we are going to like the San Francisco. We're playing the San Francisco show down here in Santa Ana, where we live in Orange County, and then up to LA, and then down to San Diego, then across to Arizona, and then we're going all the way to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Don't ask me
Wow.
to spell Albuquerque though, and and yeah, and then after that, we have some stuff that will be announced on Thursday that I am not going to say yet because
Oh,
this
okay,
is
cool.
live.
You maybe fill in the blank between March and June, right? That was
Yeah,
good.
I know, yeah. And then in June, or no, and then in May we're going um we're we're doing some touring up in like the Midwest and up into Canada.
Okay.
And the Midwest stuff wasn't announced until Thursday. But I'm just gonna say it. We're
Oh,
going to the Midwest. We're going to the
okay.
Midwest.
Yay.
That's our tour, so I can say that. But
That's great.
yeah, then we're going up into Canada, like Montreal, and then in June we're going back to Canada, but we're gonna be on the other side, like British Columbia side.
I saw that for a big
Um,
festival.
yeah, yeah, for the Victoria Ska and Reggae Fest, and then we're gonna play a few shows with Against All Authority. So
They've been around much longer than 20 years, I'd say.
oh yeah, they've been around a while, and it's funny though because like I feel like we're two different flavors of like ska music, obviously,
Yeah, but
and
close.
yeah,
Closest.
and so it's gonna be really interesting. But like we're all friends, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they wouldn't have us if they didn't like us, but it's just
No.
like I yeah I can't wait to play for like an Against All Authority like audience.
Hopefully they don't say anything mean on the internet before you play the show. You'll be kicked out of all
I
of them.
wouldn't care. I wouldn't care because I'm so excited to play those shows. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Oh yeah. I assume you'll have some new music out this year as well. I know it's been since October, right, of 2025 that you put something out, but everybody's already wanting the
Yeah,
next big thing.
we have a single coming out that because the Bad Time tour has like a compilation coming out,
That's
so
great.
you'll be able to stream that. Like I think it's gonna be on Bandcamp on March 10th, like when the
Okay.
tour starts.
Coming up.
But yeah, we've been trying to finish this like concept album that we've been working on for like over a year, and so we're hoping to release it this year. It's almost done.
Oh,
So
that's cool. You have a whole plan around it. That's great.
yeah, yeah. And then I also have some new music coming out, like a little kind of side project thing. I think it comes out in the next couple months. Yeah, I can't really talk about it except I'm excited, and that's that.
I
So
like to hear that. What about would you ever consider another covers record? I can't even think off the top of my head if there's another name of a song like Holiday where you can think of like five songs with the same name.
I don't know. I mean, holidays like it was just like a funny idea because like we it started out because we were asked to be a part of like a Christmas compilation,
Yeah.
and I was like I don't want to cover a Christmas song because you never know like what like you're always in, especially part of a compilation, you're always in danger of somebody like if you're like, oh, let's do Jingle Bells, somebody else is going to do like Jingle Bells or something, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you got to know
So I'm
ahead of time
like,
what's
yeah,
available.
I was like, how are we gonna do this without doing a song that somebody else is gonna do? I'm like, let's do Madonna's Holiday. That'll be funny, and we'll just like say it's a holiday song.
That's a good
And
one. Anyway,
then
that's a good song in general.
yeah, so that was the first one. And then the next year I was like, what if we just did like a couple songs that were called Holiday and call it our Holidays EP. It's like our Holidays EP. And then yeah, we did that, and then 2 years later we were like, let's add to it because people kept saying like, do Holiday by Turnstile. I'm like, let's just add it. Now everybody wants us to do like I think Get Up Kids has a holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some rules. It can't. The song cannot be called Holidays. it has to be holiday.
Yeah, I know.
So
The first song on Something to Write Home About is Holiday, singular.
okay, yeah, because
Singular.
a lot of people were like, do holiday like holiday in Cambodia, and I'm like, okay, number one, that would be a really weird song for Abbasu to do, and yeah, number two, it's not just called holiday; it has to be called holiday.
Oh yeah.
That's the rule. So
And if you guys want to listen to that, it is on streaming. I was checking that out earlier. And what's
yes.
great about your group is you've been doing this for so long that there is a lot of stuff to listen to. Sometimes I have artists on here that are newer and they have like 5 songs and that's it, but you've got plenty up on there streaming right now.
Oh yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot of music. So
You got some
it goes all the way
features.
back to
Yeah.
2006.
I
So
like that you have your oldest stuff on there also. You don't have to like search Discogs and buy it off of somebody to hear it.
oh no, we're kind of like we're nerds, so we love making sure everything's like good and like in the good place. Like even with our fill and horn players, like once we figured out who they were going to be, I'm like, okay, here's all the charts, and they're like, you have charts to all your music? I'm like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
got it.
of course we do, of
Of
course we
course.
have charts.
Nerdy
Yep.
things.
Yeah, nerdy things.
Gotta be done.
So
Well,
yeah.
hey, thanks for so much for doing this. I'll let you go for now. But
Okay.
I'm excited for Thursday to hear the big news. But you wouldn't tell me it, but at least you tell me you're doing your own tour, so that's kind of cool. I got some info out of you.
Yes. Yeah, you did get some stuff out of us. Well, thank you so much for having
Yeah,
me.
thanks for hanging
And
out. And like I said, I'm down here in Texas, so I'm sure you will all make your way down here again eventually at some point.
oh yeah, for sure.
There's lots of stuff going on here, and the Impossibles just got back together, and they're from Texas, so good reason to come down here.
For sure. We love it there. You guys have Bucky's.
Oh yeah, yes we do. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye,
All right,
everybody.
bye.